Hey folks, it's Tina here at DeBoer's Auto. Let's talk about nostalgia. Let's talk about what you're getting ready for. You ever think back when you were a kid and your parents got you a car, or maybe you had to get your own? What were you looking for in a first car? Well, here at DeBoer's Auto, we want to help you make that decision. So in this particular video, we want to talk about how important it is to look for a new vehicle and what parents are most concerned about and how you can look for those items in the next vehicle for your new driver. Let's start off with safety. Safety is queen. Whenever parents are looking for a new vehicle for their first-time driver, they're looking for all the safety features. We're not just talking about reliable safety ratings online. Yes, that's important. Airbags being able to deploy and airbags being reliable, as well as their safety rating overall and crash testing. Let's talk about the idea that safety-wise, you also want to have cameras. Can your new driver see all areas of the vehicle clearly? You want to make sure that there's emergency braking features. Your new driver might not see that danger coming. So those cameras that are installed on some of these vehicles can anticipate a safety issue with a vehicle in front of them and help apply the brakes without your new driver doing it. That's an amazing feature. In addition to that, we want to talk about your blind spot monitoring systems, your lane departure systems, and all sorts of warnings that can help your new driver stay the course and make sure that they are not drifting into a different lane, that they're not making a lane change without knowing who's actually in the lane next to them. Newer drivers, they may not see these things and they may not know or be comfortable looking over their shoulders as they're operating a vehicle yet. So until they get used to it, these safety systems are key and crucial to helping our new drivers prevent accidents that could save lives. In addition to that, parents are looking for affordability and value. It's not often that you get to see a brand new driver with something like a brand new Audi or Mercedes. Those kinds of vehicles, they are expensive and they are expensive to maintain. They don't always hold their value, but they are nice and expensive cars. It might not be practical for a new driver, especially a new driver who might be bumping into things here and there. So those dings and those dents can really decrease the values of the vehicle. Make sure you're getting a low-cost vehicle that has the ability to be insured for a low cost, as well as retains its value on the marketplace. Your new driver is going to love the vehicle you get them, but they may end up purchasing something that's more like them individualistically, and they may want to sell that vehicle or trade it in order to do so. Visibility and size. So a certain size vehicle may not be appropriate for a new driver. We're talking about V8 engines. We're talking about big trucks. It may be difficult for a new driver who's not experienced to be able to park that truck safely without bumping into things. Well, let's talk about size and then let's talk about what they can see. Smaller vehicles with lots of glass that helps them see all around them may be a better option than a bigger truck that has a lot of blind spots. So be sure to make sure that your new driver is in a vehicle that's appropriate to their driving ability, not necessarily what they would want for themselves individualistically, at least until they get a few years under their belt. Let's talk about fuel efficiency. A younger driver may not have the spare cash to put fuel in a vehicle all the time. Some of these bigger vehicles guzzle up gas. A smaller, more efficient vehicle might be better for a new driver to be able to put gas in it and be able to go places like work or hang out with their friends. So let's talk about what that looks like. Some of the hybrid vehicles might actually be good for a driver like that. Dependability and maintenance. So dependable vehicles that have the longest value, the highest value as far as staying on the road for the longest time might be a really good vehicle to get a new driver. That kind of dependability doesn't come untested. So some of these vehicles that have the longest vehicles on the road, they're on the road because they can handle being driven every single day, and they will perform when you need them to perform as long as they're maintained properly. And then let's talk about maintenance. You want a low maintenance cost, so you don't want to get a vehicle that would cost an arm and a leg for a new driver to be able to replace something should they need it, like a serpentine belt or like a radiator or something like that. And last but not least, let's talk about vehicles with high tech. Tech inside of there, like hands-free, Bluetooth, or navigation. It's really important, but you're going to want a high tech with a little bit of limits so that driver is not distracted. That high tech can help that driver stay safe, especially navigation, but it can also distract them. So Find the perfect vehicle for your new driver that has the technology they need to keep their hands on the wheel and also drive where they're supposed to drive and not get lost, but doesn't distract them from keeping their eyes on the road. We hope these tips for new drivers help you decide what kind of vehicle you're going to get your new driver. Hey, keep an eye out for our social media where we might actually be asking you, what's your favorite vehicle to get a new driver? Or better yet, what was your first vehicle? We look forward to hearing from you.